I'm going to make you pay.
Feelings mutual. I love that we're so close, little sis.
Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Turles, the number 6 here, and yes, I'm talking to you once again. A few times a year, something happens with my favorite fighting game that warrants even little old me feeling compelled to speak, rather than just type in video descriptions. Those text walls sometimes get a little long, so I'm sorry about that. But this time, I want to make sure anyone who clicks this video knows exactly what's going on, so dust it off the mic for this one. Well, once again, our beloved Tekken franchise is in a less than ideal place. Season 2 came out about a week and a half ago, as of writing the script. Anna is here, awesome, but a lot of changes were put into the game with this patch. I'm not going to go into detail, there are plenty of higher school players making videos on that. However, if you've watched any of those videos or spent any time on FGC Twitter, then you'd know how the higher skill part of the community, and really anyone who takes playing this game seriously, is feeling right now about the state of the game. Clearly there is something very, very wrong with the direction the devs are taking the game for many people. I myself am starting to get very worried that my all-time favorite fighting game franchise is about to become far less relevant. There was a chance, with this update, for Tekken 8 to become the greatest entry in the series. But now, it's being called the worst entry. These are dark times, my friends, so let's take a few minutes and talk about it. Tekken 8 Season 2. Highly anticipated update. After it being understood that defensive play would be the focus of this update, we all saw this.
Take chip damage breaking up.
And blood pressure spiked across the community. This was not what we were expecting. I'm a very defensive player myself, so seeing almost nothing but offensive changes didn't make me feel great either. Sure, I like things being easier for players who have bad execution. I do use modern controllers in Street Fighter 6. Don't at me. Do people still say that? However, I found Tekken 8 to already be much easier than 7 when it comes to pulling off moves. Now, they've made it even easier by letting you skip a lot of motion inputs and automatically entering stances after just about any move. Mashing is more viable. I mean, even Anna has an awesome 2-2-2-2-2 string. Look at that damage. Again, not going to get into the dirty details, but this is not defensive gameplay. What was a be aggressive to win game is now a be aggressive or die game. Or as many pros are calling it, Tekken 8 is now a party game, made for casuals to just have fun pulling off cool looking moves without having to lab much, if at all. Yeah, not what we asked for, Harada.
Don't ask me horse shit.
But the general consensus coming out of this Tekken talk was, concerning, but we'll have to wait and see. The patch comes out, and, well, first the good news. Anna's back! Here we are having a great time online. Anna's a lot of fun to play. I love her new look, and it's just hilarious smacking people around with Lovely Tom. Once the mods really start rolling out, you'll be seeing a lot of this girl. Welcome back, babe. Okay, now the real news. The patch comes out. It is just as bad as we feared.
What happened to the game that I love is all I can say. What happened to Tekken?
I see poisonous meddling, doubling down on the worst aspects of the game.
They kind of just changed the core of what the game is the problem. Once again, if you're unaware, that whole buff defense promise, they quadrupled down on offense instead in reality. Like you're seeing this post from Nee here.
Hell, it's worse. Every character has been buffed to the point of exploding. More aggression, more 50-50, stances everywhere. All of my characters have been changed as well. Everyone has new moves, new frames, new damage. It's a different game, and it's not the game many players want to log into at the moment, and they are making that very much known. This is worse than when they added the Tekken shop. Worse than when they tried to shadow ban mods. This now is something that affects everyone who plays this game, not just certain segments of the community. You can ignore the Tekken shop if you try. only PC players can even use mods, and mod users among the PC player base are probably in the minority anyway. But everyone who plays, without exception, has to press buttons during matches. So of all the controversies that Tekken has gone through, this is the first one that affects everyone and cannot be ignored. The very way the core gameplay system functions has been altered, and it's not the way many of us wanted. Bad times, my friends. So, where do we go from here, and will I still be playing this game? Well, yes, I will still be playing. Despite everything, this is still my favorite fighting game. For me, it's still fun to play, and as showing off mods is still my main focus rather than getting good, there's still plenty for me to enjoy here. But I'm not going to knock those who are not happy right now. You have every right not to be, and every right to make that known. But, not that anyone should have to remind you, but please don't harass anyone and don't threaten anyone. Whether it's another player with a different opinion, or a dev just trying to do their job, don't be a shit, because that helps no one. However, if you aren't feeling great about Tekken right now, I do understand. It's another very low point in our time with Tekken. Low in many ways. But I'll still be here for now. Tekken is still fun, but I'm not thrilled that pro tournaments are probably going to be less hype for a while.
I will be taking a break from competing in Tekken 8 Season 2.
Well, my friends, what do you think? How are you feeling about the new season, the changes, Anna? Whatever you want to discuss, tell me your thoughts in the comments. Are you boycotting? Have you become a refugee?
Listen, brother, if the whole reason Tekken players are trying to jump ship is because they are tired of having forced mix-ups with 50-50s, you're gonna find no peace in these streets, my man. They just turned your game into Street Fighter 6.
Or are you, like me, going to hold your nose and try to adapt?
This is shit. It tastes like shit, and I fucking hate it. Now, I'm gonna put it in my mouth.
Thanks so much for watching, my friends. Hopefully, you won't have to hear me speak for a while again, but we'll have to see. Things are still very uncertain. Even though the devs have responded, will it be enough to placate the angry players? I really don't know. But, until next time, my friends, we will find our way forward. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Us!